The mirror. Emily had always loved antique shops. She enjoyed the thrill of finding hidden treasures among the dusty shelves. One Saturday afternoon, while wandering through a quaint little store on the outskirts of town, she found an old mirror. Its ornate gold frame was tarnished with age, but the glass was remarkably clear. The shop owner, an elderly woman with piercing blue eyes, warned her that the mirror had a dark history. "Many people say it's cursed," she said in a low voice. But Emily, fascinated by the mirror's beauty and dismissive of superstitions, bought it without hesitation. That night, she hung the mirror in her bedroom. As she lay in bed, she couldn't help but admire her new acquisition. The way it reflected the soft glow of her bedside lamp was mesmerizing. She soon fell into a deep sleep. Around midnight, a soft, whispering sound woke her up. Groggy and confused, she sat up and looked around the room. It was empty, except for the mirror on the wall. She brushed it off as a figment of her imagination and went back to sleep. The next night, the whispers returned, louder and more persistent. Emily strained her ears, trying to understand the words, but they were incoherent. She felt a chill run down her spine as she stared at the mirror. For a moment, she thought she saw a shadowy figure in the reflection. She turned on the light, but there was no one there. Over the following days, the whispers grew louder. They seemed to be coming from inside the mirror itself. Emily started having nightmares about a woman trapped behind the glass, banging on it and pleading for help. Her once peaceful bedroom now felt like a prison. Desperate, she decided to get rid of the mirror. She took it down and placed it in the basement. That night, she slept soundly for the first time in days, but her relief was short-lived. The following evening, she heard the whispers again, this time coming from the basement. Terrified, Emily called the elderly shop owner, who reluctantly agreed to come over. When the woman arrived, she took one look at the mirror and shook her head. "I warned you," she said. "This mirror has seen terrible things. It belonged to a woman who practiced dark rituals. She trapped her own soul in the glass, and now she seeks to escape." Emily felt a wave of nausea wash over her. "What do I do?" she asked, her voice trembling. The shop owner handed her a small vial of holy water. "Sprinkle this on the mirror and recite this prayer," she instructed. "It should break the curse." With shaking hands, Emily did as she was told. As she sprinkled the holy water on the mirror, the whispers turned into anguished screams. She recited the prayer, her voice cracking with fear. The glass began to crack, and with a final, ear-piercing scream, the mirror shattered into pieces. The house fell silent. Emily stood there, breathing heavily, staring at the shards of glass on the floor. The shop owner placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. "It's over now," she said softly. But as Emily looked at the largest shard of the mirror, she could still see the shadowy figure, now faint and distant, staring back at her with hollow eyes. She knew that some horrors never truly disappear. They just hide, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to set them free.